Welcome to our Sicilian fairy tale road trip. If you love the Mediterranean and you love historical towns that feel like they're frozen in time and you just stepped into a movie, this video has found the right audience. I'm so excited to share all the cool places we found, the hidden beaches, the snorkel spots, and where we'll come back to one day hopefully, in hopes that the busker has made his fortune and moved on to greater things. All that is to come, so if you enjoy the vlog, please let me know. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. This is Sicily. In October, me and my beau took a little autumn escape trip to the beautiful Sicily. It wasn't really on our radar and we hadn't thought to come here until we needed somewhere that was warm enough in October. Being a fairly short flight away, still warm at that time of year, and having all its architecture, cuisine and natural beauty to offer, it was a no-brainer and is one of the most beautiful destinations we've ever been to. We had a perfect time, so throughout this vlog I'll not only show you the beautiful views and our antics, but I'll also let you in on all the places that I think are really worth visiting and putting on your itinerary. So we landed in Catania, we went up to Taormina, and then we went all the way down to Syracuse, particularly Ortigia, which let me get to in the video, but is the absolute highlight of my life. But Taormina is also absolutely mind-blowing. Let's get traveling to Sicily. Our travels got off to a rocky start as we attempted to make our way from Manchester to Catania and then to Taormina. We're in Sicily! And we made it to the hotel.
Last night was a bit of fun. I don't know all the ins and outs of the surprise car rental charges.
I had money in the wrong account and
the money was just resting in my account.
I was on the floor crying, wasn't I, George? And I thought our Sicily trip was gonna be ruined. But a lesson learned from Bali: don't bring dog treats in your luggage because the sniffer dog will out you. And make sure you have money in the right account for your rental car.
Emily sorted it all out and did the hour-long drive to Taormina from Catania airport. I did what I can do in difficult situations. I ran and got paninis and cannoli.
I'm so happy to be here. The breakfast here and the family that are looking after us. I've taken this position. I've just been so sweet and I had the best morning ever and I'm so ready to enjoy this. So we're gonna bring you around Taormina with us. We think we might go swimming, we think we might go in a cable car. The itinerary is pretty loose, so we're just gonna go where the wind takes us.
Granita, pistachio, cafe. It's 11:15, so according to the rules of Italy, we only have 45 minutes to legally obtain cappuccino.
The sun came up. We sailed away to find another bay.
Arriving at a possible vista point just behind this hill. Let's go. I can smell some devil's lettuce. Oh, it's a little cafe. Oh, look.
We were settling down and we lived there for years until we found.
We've just spotted some people up on the very top, so we're hoping the view's going to be good up there.
Just become
What does it mean? Is it a comment?
Ma gelate, mano, something or other. Appunto.
That sort of a house over there today is a museum, but in the past the island was private. It was like a private house where they played cards, they organized some private parties and so on. Today it is run by the University of Catania because it's a natural reserve area, but it's not forbidden going, as you can see. That's the free beach. We go there and the people can swim. Or if the people prefer, for example, we go to the beach clubs or they have the beach bar. They belong to the hotel.
Set ourselves aside. Neither could say goodbye. But when I asked if something's wrong, I found I heard no sound. Oh, but
So there's a beach.
We've made our way to Isola Bella, but it's lunchtime, so we're gonna have a little and our first granita. Isola Bella was really pretty and really nice to see, but we just couldn't relax there. There was a lot of people there, so we followed a little tip online to get to Mermaid Bay, which is a set of steps near Atlantis Bay Hotel Resort, and then you have to kind of sludge through some gunk, and then you come to this beautiful bay called Mermaid Bay, so we can finally relax a little bit and put our stuff down. And we're gonna go for a swim! Yay!
what if you would stay a while? I could keep you safe and sound. Give me a minute of your time. We could make it.
Oh George, what was your review of the snorkel?
Oh, it's brilliant. I saw loads of little fishies. Felt like a cheap coat for swimming. But I could put my head underwater.
We found a gem here.
No matter how life unfolds, I'll never be in control.
Had a freshen up and heading for food. Our first actual proper meal here, which has taken way too long. We're gonna fill up on that pasta. So it all goes off this one main pedestrianised kind of walkway that's really nicely paved, and it's really well lit by all the surrounding shops. It just feels really fancy. That's the word. It just feels fancy, and the smell was just so luxurious. We came to the centre last night for food in the dark, and there's a lot to see, so we've come back here this morning having a little prance about in my skirt. We're heading to find Bar Granita, the infamous place on TikTok, but it's just, there's so much to see. There's so many cute balconies with pink flowers on, and there's a huge lookout as well. So George made a friend as well.
My boy Joel from Laboratoria Pasticceria made us a cannoli. He's going to be the next world Muay Thai champion of Sicily. We're jabbing and jiving about how cool Muay Thai is.
And how is the cannoli?
Oh, it's nice. It's fresh.
Good cannoli.
So fresh and so clean, you'd swear Outcast made it. Times a day.
We would both agree that that was our culinary highlight of the holiday so far. George got the cream on his granita. I should have got the cream because it was delicious. And you have to get the cream. But the warm brioche was like the softest piece of breadage I've ever had in my life. 10 out of 10, go to Bam Bar, because we got the name wrong, we were calling it Bam Bam. We're freshened up and we're ready for our first go on the cable cars. One of my core memories from Italy as a child was going on the cable car in Capri and yellow butterflies flying underneath my feet. So, I'm expecting a nice experience like that. I'm very excited. Where is this supposed? Okay, that cable car ride wasn't a core memory. It was pretty stuffy, but amazing to see the views. If you want the perfect cable car ride, I would really recommend going to Capri. It's a little single seat and you just sit there on your own with your legs dangling and little butterflies flying below. Perfection. That is one of my core memories. It's Sunday afternoon, so we've opted to go back to Mermaid Bay that we went to yesterday. Because there it is down there. We couldn't imagine a better beach experience really in the general area, because you've got the really crowded Isola Bella, which is beautiful, but for a relaxing beach experience where you get to enjoy it without the crowds and just have a little snorkel about, this is perfection. Yeah, so we found a set of steps yesterday, but we found a better way back up, so we're gonna go down the way we came up and I'll show you us finding the secret bay. We got spiked by the twig. We're back at Mermaid Bay. We're gonna spend pretty much the whole afternoon here, just snorkeling and having fun. This is our last full day in Taormina, so just a chill one. Nice chill one.
In the town they charge you €1 to use the public restroom. In the sea it's free.
Oh, look at him. So we're just enjoying this spot while we've got it. It is honestly beautiful and such reliably clear, calm water as well. So if you come to Taormina, I really highly recommend coming here to this bay. It's right near a resort, but they don't own the beach. So I'll put that resort name here, and then just that little clip of us coming down those steps near the crossing. That's how you get here. Yesterday we came a very sludgy way, so I would recommend coming the way we came today. But yeah, we're just gonna have some fun now. Let's splash about.
Where there's loads of rocks around there. There's loads of fish. I don't know what else is there.
Knows where we are. Okay, so we left our accommodation in Taormina very reluctantly for George because he had a seafood pizza that didn't do him very good service.
Sometimes left first out the front, then start to leave out the back, then alternate, and then at some points the same time.
You don't have to tell them all the details. But we've driven from Taormina to Syracuse, Ortigia to be specific, and just showered and chilled out and sat on our lovely little balcony while the sun went down. We lugged our luggage across the town and saw very many beautiful sights that we're very excited to go and explore. George is picking up now, thankfully. I went to the pharmacist and got some electrolytes and antihistamines. I think they might have helped a little bit, but yeah, he's ready to try some carbs. So we're going to venture into town and have a proper look at what's there. There's a really long fish over there.
Su navi per mari, che io lo so, vedi dove su tu più, che vivrò con te, partirò.
We found a very fantastic cafe, which we actually suspect is a chain. It's called Viola Cafe. We had lots of pistachio croissants and tiramisu.
I think it's literally just a few drops of espresso mixed into sugar.
Coffees upon coffees, and it was very reasonably priced. So we went there many days and would recommend going there just for reliable, reasonably priced breakfasty stuff.
Show me faded color, fields of chamomile, all at once in a dream. We are together.
You could hear the buskers in Ortigia from a few streets away, and we were just kind of summoned by the music. There was a guy who just had a hell of a voice. We would sit on the steps of the cathedral and just listen, and there was a lot of people who would just sit and listen, and some would dance, and it was very wholesome. That was an absolute highlight of the trip, just listening to the amazing buskers, free live music from very talented people.
Read to me a poem. Sing to you a song. Drunk in light devotion.
In Ortigia, it also felt very safe. It was a lot quieter in Ortigia, and the shops are more like souvenir shops and jewellery shops. There's less of the chains and designer stuff. And as for smells, you can smell coffee, and I got hints of jasmine at times, which I absolutely love on holiday because jasmine is just the best smell in the world. So Ortigia just felt a bit more old town. I mean, it is the old town. Anywhere that's an old town is absolutely worth visiting in my opinion. But it felt more historical, less kind of fancy-pantsy and stuff, but absolutely gorgeous in its own way. Ortigia is like a maze of historical buildings, and they all have gorgeous detail on. They have balconies. It's just stunning the whole way around, and we just walked in between all the streets, and you can get lost there, and everywhere you look is gorgeous. Honestly, in the actual old town, I don't think there's kind of an ugly or bad area. Oh, there was 2 streets in particular that look a little bit run down. I mean, they still look pretty, and they still had the fancy railings on the balconies and things.
It's revitalising to the soul, because it's just the antithesis to the hyper-minimalism that's infecting the modern world. You know, there's no need for all these to be as curvy and as shelled and as patterned as they are. Just hold up the balcony. But it is important. It's important for here. The palm tree. People need to start referring to it as hyper-minimalism.
Yeah.
It's almost not stuff that's just designed minimally because it's like, oh, let's just make it the most basic way we can, but almost intentionally designed to have zero chance to offend or anything.
Yeah. But it's got no character anymore, so you gotta come here to cure the emptiness in your boom boom.
The sun is rising high as I walk on by your house today. I might knock on your door and ask you out. And the way I see your smile, there's a warm and welcome feeling for a while. In the beginning of our life, holding out my hand just to take a stand. Everybody else are fading out.
First time driving in Sicily?
I feel like I should pretend to be Jeremy Clarkson or James May. Give a Top Gear review or something.
Go on then.
The Fiat 500 is a granny car, but it is the most hybrid granny's car in the world.
Say when, and I'll be holding my kiss, and then love turns into fear. Anyone just disappear.
From Sicily. We went to Viola Bakery this morning because we went yesterday and it was really reasonably priced and like nice food, nice coffee. So we went there this morning to set us up for the day because we're travelling to Eloro Beach today, which is right near Noto. So I'm hoping we're going to have some time to explore Noto as well, which is a really historical city with Baroque style historical buildings. Not sure exactly what that means, but I think it's going to be quite magnificent. So we've got our snorkels, we're ready for some adventuring, and we've snorkeled in some random little coves so far, and we've figured out that the rocky areas have the most fish. And Eloro is a sandy beach with rocky areas, so I'm very, very excited. And the wind seems to be quite calm today, so it might be a dream, I don't know. And we're gonna go turtle hunting. If we don't see any turtles, then I will be happy to just splash about for a bit because we've spent a lot of this holiday on dry land and we need to fix that. We need to be in the water a bit more because we went snorkeling last night just after the sun had set and it was like, that was amazing. So this should be really fun with the sun shining on the little fishies. What are you looking forward to, George?
I want to see a turtle.
Yeah, I mean I've seen one turtle in Bali and it was so far down because I was in a really deep bit, so I didn't see it very well. It's my little dream to see a turtle, so if that's today, then today is magical. If it's not today, then we'll still have a lot of fun. I forgot to mention that the Eloro Beach is in the Vindicari Nature Reserve, so that's why I'm expecting turtles. There's also meant to be migrating birds and just, it says rich marine life, so that sounds promising. It is 12:15, we had a big brunch.
In 3 kilometers, take the exit towards Noto, Polizia Stradale.
What are we gonna play? We had a fun time, but the waves were a little bit too crazy for us to go snorkeling near the rocks, which is where all the fishies are, so that's a little bit of a shame. But we're heading into Noto Centre now, and then later on we're going to go back to that little shore snorkeling area that we found last night for some extra snorkelage. It should be fun. Josh is driving again.
In 200 meters, turn left.
I've been splashing around so much I need a cannoli, or a cannolo. I forget which one is singular and which one is plural.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
A canola, fucking big bunch of them.
like chocolate pistachio.
I'm gonna feel you eating it. How do you feel about it?
I don't know whether you eat it from one end to the other or you eat one end then the other end.
I did the second option.
Pistachio cut. Whatever the cannoli shell is made of. It's actually seafood. They have to find seashells from the ocean floor. And they cook it and shove it.
Whoa, you made less mess than me. That's fast.
So of course I didn't pack enough undie pants, and I've been keeping an eye out the whole holiday, and the first shop that I've ever seen them in was a boutique among other boutiques. A lot of the boutiques just have accessories and like the fancy stuff. They don't have the essentials, so I found a basket of undie pants. Hopefully they'll fit, but it'll be better than nothing. Just surviving off bikinis at the moment. How's your undie pants stock, George?
It's alright. I've got 2 packets I haven't even worked my way into. I don't even got underwear on. Spent most of the time in swim shorts.
Yeah, true. Very good price at €2 a pop. So 10 euros worth.
Oh, should we go down this bit?
It is really lovely here, and I mean, before we saw the cathedral, we were like, oh, this must be the cathedral. A massive building, very impressive. And then we go along and there's like 5 of them. Just a huge square of gorgeous buildings again, and a busker.
Well, it was like Italian Elton John tribute act who looked like binging with Babish. Very good.
But there's like, they're all really, really good singers, the buskers. But as I say, it's worth coming here. But I'm so glad that we chose the accommodation closer to the sea, because Noto, although they have beaches, the actual centre is quite far away from the coast. So glad that we made this an excursion. Where there's a cathedral, there is a busker, and it's just a lovely place to be. I do think it feels a little bit ropier here. Like Ortigia's like a little slice of paradise.
Little slice of Sicilian paradise cake. It feels like every street you walk over in Ortigia is some safe, lovely little destination in and of itself. Whereas Noto definitely has that kind of structure of, there's a main strip and then you're not quite sure what's going on off it. It's like, it's got its own strip, but instead of casinos, it's cathedrals. Cathedrals over casinos. Forget Hock Tour. You've got a Talk Tour. Talk Tour Jesus every day.
Nothing?
They charged me 8 times over for yogurt.
George is gonna boo boo again. He's got. How do I describe it?
It could be an ingrown hair.
Ingrown
spot.
hair, swollen eyebrow, eye thing. But he's got magic cream, so hopefully that's all good. We're heading again to Viola Bakery because it's an unreliable. And then the plan for the day is to snorkel around lots of little spots around the island that we've found, that we've scouted out and we're going to try. And there's these curious big fish / sharks that I hope are safe to swim near because I really want to get a video of them. Doing it now.
Well, soon as, isn't it?
You got clean hands.
Well, I washed them before I left.
Did you say how much to use?
Like a small job.
been my favourite swim spot. It's nice and sheltered, and there's a nice little gradient, and there's loads of rocks and loads of fishies.
Oh, it's well cute.
And then they just kept speaking in Italian. And then I walked off before I took the ticket.
Oh. Must have been like, well, we're just printing your ticket now, sir.
Me and you can rule this town, Spider-Man. So he says.
No, he says, shut up! You shut up!
Oh,
You shut up! I'll come get you. What's the Halo tune?
Halo.
Is there a Halo tune?
I don't know if there's another one.
So now we're on the edge of the island, and it's like a castle-y lookout with cannon windows. And then I can. Oh yay! That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, we were swimming over there just a second ago. After all this time, I never thought we'd be. No, I can't get down. Never thought. Can you catch me? That probably made it more difficult. What's that here? Oh, I'm at the king of the castle. Ooh, I didn't know you could come up here. Wow. We've made record time packing our stuff up. We've got some sacrifices. Our flight is late tonight. Oh, it's a bit echoey in here. So 9:30 p.m. flight. So we're not quite sure where we're going to end up today, but it should be an adventure. But yeah, last see of the balcony and the spiral staircase. I'm a little bit sad, but I always look forward to getting home and seeing the poochies.
Colors and contrast making it art. What if lucky I learned what lemons can do. Lucky they let me here with you. Lucky
So that was all lovely, but it wasn't mind-blowing. But there was a consistent quality throughout the stuff that I ordered. The pistachio croissants looked really cool, but the pistachio cream inside wasn't as pistachio-y as others that I've tried. My favourite pistachio croissant was actually at the Accommodation in Taormina. And then my favourite pizza was at, oh, what was that? A butterfly. My favourite pizza was at a restaurant. Do you remember what that was called?
Sicily.
I'll find the name of it. And then the coffee there was really good. That was my favourite coffee we've had. But yeah, we're gonna head to Catania. Maybe find a beach. Maybe just look at the volcano, because you can see the volcano from there. Mount Etna. So that should be fun. Is that Mount Etna? Okay, so our walk around Catania has made us very ready to go home. I think with being in Sicily, it's just the tiny little places and the cute pretty towns is where you want to be at. And like, I've done very little research into Catania, but it is just intense. You get that smoky, dirty city kind of vibe. There's a lot of ropey people about. Went past a few like fancy shopping streets and things, but it's kind of your standard city, and there's nothing to shout home about that I've seen. But I mean, we only spent a short time here, so I'm not gonna say it's a terrible place, because it's not. They still have some cool buildings and probably have a lot going on here, but yeah, I'm just so ready to go home. And I'm so glad I found the blog posts that led me to Ortigia and Taormina. Like, that is just, I couldn't be happier with our destinations that we went to. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. This might be the last clip of my Sicily vloggage. And say bye, George.
Bye bye. My face is been stung like bee stung like bee. I had
He's so pretty still, isn't he?
I had big pizza, then lots of poison. Have my stomach this and that way. But I recover, I eat good.
He doesn't speak Sicilian.
What? He's fluent.
Oh, it's hot in here. You get really hot now?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say bye. Bye!